The 13-year-old establishment that shook loathsomeness is back is the new film is strong. It's flawed, yet it could set up the establishment for new things. It's great to see the same kids again playing the same roles. Chris Winslow from Sinclair Daniel is better than Ty Simpkins. Parody timing is flawless, and we almost neglected spots and exhaust weren't in the film. This time, Dalton and Josh go deeper into the further, but the drama fails to impress and the franchise seems lost in the depths. It has the same jump scares and ominous eeriness as Insidious and is enjoyable. On the off chance that you haven't watched the film's trailer, don't or you'll see it quickly. Insidious. The Red Door, what comes next? Josh is perplexed. He can't recall when he and Dalton left from the further 9 years ago. He's dismissing his children, and his mom kicked the bucket following quite a while of misleading her youngsters and stowing away things from Josh. Renee and Josh separation, and Dalton is confined from his dad. Renee suggests that Josh take Dalton to college with her after Lorraine's death in order to bond with him. He initially states that he cannot, but he wants to assure Dalton that he is an excellent parent. Josh feels like he knows Carl after meeting him at the funeral. Josh tells Dalton he's inclination abnormal in the workmanship school quarters. Although Josh claims to be fine, Dalton believes his father requires assistance. Dalton is reminded by Josh that he has a father like Josh. As things raise quickly, Dalton urges Josh to stop taking advantage of a 40-year-old occasion to legitimize his distance from his loved ones. Josh leaves weeping after a big fight, but Dalton stays. Josh leaves a voicemail announcing that he will be examined and returns home without looking. Before moving, Chris, Dalton's female flatmate, tries to get to know him. She asks about Dalton's peculiarities. He tells her that he was 10 years old when he fell asleep and doesn't remember anything about that year. Excellent for socializing. Dalton's teacher requires her students to rip out their best work and reach for a deeply ingrained memory or idea on the first day of class. As she counts down to 10, Dalton gets an euphoric thought and starts to draw irritably on his material. As he's going to finish making what resembles an entryway, a mauled hand arises and pulverizes his hand on the material, making it drain. At the entryway's middle, Josh has an X-ray to really take a look at his well-being. The sketch opens the entryway, and unnerving things end up joking around. Josh denied any family history of mental illness throughout the scan. At the point when the specialist asks, Dalton hits up a fraternity party with Chris, despite the fact that he would rather not. At the party, he sees a dead child who tells him to close the door. They leave the party after the boy scares Dalton. Dalton finds out how and why he can astral project. Of course from Chris. They reach Alyssa's thanks to footage from Specs and Tucker. The future for Dalton and Josh is terrifying. A person pummels Josh into the wall to show him a container of photographs with the name Ben Burton. Burton Ben, who are we? Father of Josh. Ben Burton was supposed to get treatment for schizophrenia. Ben, who could travel to the future like his child, had no idea how Lorraine could assist him. Ben jumped off the hospital roof and died. Ben promised to finish everything in the image box in a letter to Josh's mother. As we probably are aware, passing tackles nothing, and Josh was illegitimate for not a great explanation. Josh and Dalton's destiny, the most terrible night at the old house when Dalton was 10, matters. Dalton provides Foster with a complete coma report. Foster claims that he spoke with their mother, but he recalls a basement. Cultivate has been told by Renee that his night dread are not genuine and that his dad never attempted to kill them all. As the term cellar brings back a memory, Dalton tearfully and furiously finishes his painting. The door has been hammered and painted by his father. Josh and a monster that looks like a demon are on opposite sides. The lipstick devil almost kills Chris. Josh talks to Renee about his father while Dalton tries to understand the frat boy. He wonders what happened in the past.